What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Time for another Follow Friday. Let's talk about Lost in the Pond. So if you've seen some of my other Follow Friday videos, you'll know that I'm interested in other cultures. And I've done things on channels that are in Ireland, Mexico, Britain, and one that I've done in Britain was Joel and Leah. Now this is a little bit different because Joel and Leah they live in Britain, but they've visited the US. Now Lawrence Brown, who is the guy who runs this channel, Lost in the Pond, he actually moved to the US, I believe like 10 years ago or something he said, and he's in the Chicago area. So his is a perspective of things that he's noticed since he's moved to the US and going back and visiting the UK and things like that. He's done a lot of really cool, interesting videos. If you watch his channel, I think you'll find Lawrence's sense of humor kind of fun, and I think you'll enjoy his videos. So let me tell you some of the videos that he's done. Here's some of the titles. 11 words Americans love asking Brits to say. 10 things I've learned about America since moving here. 10 Americanisms I've picked up since living in the US. Why do we bash Americans? 10 things that America has that Britain doesn't. 5 words I didn't know until I moved to America. 5 admittedly silly benefits of being a Brit living in America. In defense of American English, side note from me, we don't need a defense because, you know, we say stuff right. Just kidding. 5 winter objects I've only used since moving to America. 7 US place names I've been saying all wrong. British winters ain't got nothing on the American Midwest. And boy do I know that's true, because check this out. What's the temperature outside?
The temperature in Port Huron right now is 31.
Woo! Yeah, so it's below freezing, guys. Because that's Fahrenheit. 11 American states that are larger than the UK. I've thought about that myself before. Man, it's weird to think that some of our states are actually bigger than a whole country. Land-wise, that's interesting. 5 ways British and American bathrooms are very different. Which American dialect is closest to my own? American dialect quiz. 4 ways British and American homes are very different. 5 ways American and British grocery stores are very different. You know, I have to say I actually experienced this on myself when I went over to England. My grandfather used to live in a place called Wolverhampton, and I was very surprised to go into a store called Asda. And first of all, they call the carts trolleys. That was interesting to me. But then when I went in and went through the cashiers, I'm like, wow, these guys get to sit down. Because when I was a cashier here at Kroger, I had to stand, so that was kind of interesting to me. I kind of thought that was kind of cool. 5 lies Brits in America tell themselves. So as you can see, Lawrence does a lot of really cool, funny, lighthearted lists. It's very similar to some of the other channels that I've mentioned before in the Follow Fridays, but this one's coming from a different perspective since he came over here after living and growing up in the UK. Now he's in the American Midwest in Chicago, which I love Chicago, by the way. So sorry this was such a short video, everybody. I'm still in recovery mode. My leg is still swollen, still kind of bothers me. If I stand more than 10 or even 15 minutes is kind of pushing it, but at least I can shower, get out of the house a little bit and do some things. So I'm happy to be on the road to recovery and definitely happy to be out of that hospital room. So thank you so much for all your prayers and all your well wishes, and thank you for watching another Follow Friday. See you next time. So if you, why can't I talk? So sorry this was such a So as you can see, Lawrence does a lot of really cool, funny, light, I don't know what lard is.